Hi everybody and welcome. This is David's Garage. Today this is going to be my 1-month review on White's C350-CS boot in cinnamon waxed flesh. So take a look at these. This is the condition. This is how they look after 1 month of wear. I wore these about 3 to 4 days a week, and I wore them for work. So I was mainly walking on pavement, gravel, rocks, grass sometimes. I haven't been taking it easy on them, and I'm actually really impressed by this leather. I expected the wax layer to really wear off much easier and faster than this, but it's actually holding up really well. It's actually a really sturdy layer of wax. If I show you guys the tongue, this is how the waxed flesh looks on the tongue after 1 month of wear, and as you can see, the laces have really been rubbing that wax layer a lot, and it's got a good amount of wax rubbed off on the tongues. One place that I always see wear on pretty quickly is the toe, and you can see on these it still has that wax layer on the toes. So yeah, I'm impressed. That's the one boot. Here's the other boot. You can take a look at this. You can see there's a little wear right here where that wax layer is coming off. This leather is really nice and supple because this is just a rough out Chrome Excel, but they just put a layer of wax on the outside. So this leather has been really nice to wear and to break in. Really haven't had any issues with breaking in the uppers. Also haven't had any issues with excessive wear on the wax layer. I really can't say that all this wax rubbing off on the tongue is an issue, because that's just what's going to happen when I'm walking and these laces are just really tight against this tongue, and so as I'm walking, it's just constantly flexing and rubbing these laces to rub that wax layer off. It's just part of having a waxed flesh leather. I should be wearing kilties. In fact, I just ordered some kilties from Roseanneville because the kilties that came with these boots are not wide enough. They're very thin. So after 1 month of wear, I haven't done anything to this leather. I haven't conditioned it. I haven't even brushed it. The only thing I will do with these boots probably is I may just brush them from time to time. Once the wax layer starts wearing off a lot on the uppers, I will probably try to re-wax them, but I would be very surprised if that's not years down the road. How has the stitching held up? So actually the stitching has been perfectly fine. In fact, there hasn't been any stitching that's come loose or wearing off. In fact, I just noticed probably within the last day or so, I just noticed here on the corner, you can see there's a few threads right there that are sticking up now, but I didn't even notice them until maybe yesterday. So the stitching has been phenomenal. Everything's held up really nicely, but I wouldn't expect anything less from White's. So here's a look at the sole, and it's holding up really well. I was expecting these to really wear down quickly. They're showing some signs of wear, but actually they're holding up really nicely. The one thing about this sole I will say is that this is a very stiff sole. It's very hard to flex it. You can see I can't really bend it too much. So that's one thing to note, is that if you are going to get this boot, you have that midsole to break in, you have this lineman shake to break in, and this sole is pretty stiff. So it's going to be a while to break these boots, and you got to get your steps in, and you're going to feel the stiffness under your foot, and I have felt that. But the traction on these boots, they've been fine. I haven't really worn them too much where it's been raining out, so I haven't really experienced them in the rain, but there's really not too much tread on these boots. You can see there's these little grooves, but this isn't going to give you a lot of grip and traction on slick and wet surfaces, but that's how it is with most wedge soles. I'm not going to be wearing these to be climbing slick granite or anything, or hiking in like slick weather conditions. I'm not going to be wearing these. But overall, like walking on concrete and gravel, like this sole, perfectly fine. The comfort on these boots, they've only started to really feel comfortable within the last week or so. The arch support on these boots is great. Just be ready to break in that arch. It's going to take some time. And this past week, these have felt really nice. The arches have broken in nicely, and these are really comfortable. The only thing, like I said about this sole, is that when you're walking, when you're kneeling and trying to bend your toe, I still need to do a lot more breaking in on these leather layers and this outsole. So that's the only thing. But overall, this boot is super comfortable. Within the last week after breaking in that arch, yeah, these boots have been extremely comfy. So the overall build quality on these boots has been excellent. This is what I've come to expect from White's boots. So this is consistent with my experience with them, that these are really high quality boots that are extremely durable with high quality materials. For $600, I mean, this is a really good quality boot. You're getting a good quality leather. I love the wax flesh. And you're getting lots of layers of leather under your foot with excellent arch support. And I haven't had any issues with the stitching. My heel slips in there nicely. You have a nice thick heel counter, so that's really nice. I can't really say too many negative things about the build quality. Now, for quality control, your experience may vary because these are handmade, and I have heard things on the internet about Whites not having the best quality control. Just when you get them, just make sure you give them a good once over, and if you're not happy with them, just reach out to Whites. They should be able to help you if you're not satisfied with your purchase. I will point out this though. Okay, I don't know if you noticed this, but on this tongue on the right boot, you can see how there's this line here. There's this fold where it's extremely worn. So at first I thought maybe I was folding the tongue weird, but I think it may just be not shaped or cut correctly, because you can see no matter what, there's just always going to be this fold there. I think it's actually just part of the leather, because as I stick my hand down there, it doesn't feel like it's been sewn incorrectly. I think maybe this just piece of leather, I'm not sure why it does this, but that's the only thing to note. I didn't notice it when I first unboxed the boots and put them on, but it really doesn't affect my comfort at all. It's just probably one of the qualities of this one piece of leather, or it could be something else. If you guys have any ideas why this one piece is doing this, let me know down in the comments, but it doesn't bother me. I still love these boots. Would I buy these again? I would definitely buy these again. If you're interested in getting them, I would say, just so you know, Whites, they usually have a 20% off sale, I think during Memorial Day, as well as probably later in the year, probably during the holidays, you could probably check there out during Black Friday. But I think these are definitely worth it. For work, I'd walk on a lot of concrete. That's why I wanted the wedge sole. I really love the 55 less and their arch support. And then when I saw the leather options, I said I have to get the wax flesh, because I want a leather that I don't need to baby, I don't need to take care of it. It's going to be water resistant. In the comments, let me know what your thoughts are on wax flesh leather boots. Do you prefer them? Do you like them? Have you thought about getting them? But yeah, otherwise that's everything I got for you guys today. I really do appreciate you watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you on the next video.